Okay, got a couple more things to do here. So let's see. This first off, let's get rid of these rotational axes. We don't want to see those anymore. I'm just selecting those joints. We go back to display, and I turn off the local rotation axes. They're gone. This controller here, I maybe don't need to see all of these translates, and actually I'll clean that up at the very end. After I get everything all set together, just in case I want to change anything, I want to turn those back on and off. So this one, I want to put some finger controls on it. So if I go in and I think I'm going to keep these relatively simple. I'm going to go here to Edit, Add Attribute, and I'll say Index, and minimum -10, max 10, add, mid, -10, maximum 10, add, ring, crap, tab, -10, tab 10, and add, and what else we got? Pinky. I'm going to do them all at once. Actually, I'll just do one, I think, and then I'll do the other ones off video because it's just going to be boring. Okay, hit add. So there it is. I've got my fingers set in here, and let's just test it out. What I'm going to be doing is I want to make my fingers curl. Okay, and I'm keeping this pretty basic. So if I grab this joint, this one, and this one, so all three at the same time, and this is going to be rotating along their z-axis. Okay, I can see it's a blue axis there, so I'm going to highlight that. I'll go in here, set driven key, and I'll grab this controller. That's going to be the driver, and it's going to be index doing the driving. And so I'm going to key that at 0, and then I'll take the controller and I'm going to take the index value and let's put it to 10. I'll take this one, and I can see I still got some more weighting to do on here, but it's in the ballpark so I can work it. Okay, great, there's one. Let me grab this one here, bring that up there-ish, and take that one and curl it over. Okay, there we go. So I got them all lined up. They're all highlighted here. Index is on a value of 10. If I hit key, it should work. So I'm just going to check it out from 10 to 0. Boop. And then I always go into a -1. So if I got into a skateboarding accident, I might bend my fingers back. Something like this. Okay, probably don't need much more than that. And I'll hit key, and let's just check it out. Does it work? I grab the controller, -10 to 10. Okay, and there I go. I got a simple finger rig for this, and I'm going to do that for all these fingers here, make them kind of identical. The thumb, these two work together. Actually, I got a bit of a problem here with the thumb. I didn't put that in here. Oh, damn it. Let's just go in here and I'll go at Edit and Attribute, and I'll say Thumb. And -10, 10. Okay. These ones here curl, but they're not aiming in the right direction, so I'm just going to see if I can quickly fix those. If I go into component mode and I have on the question mark, I can actually grab the local rotation axis, and I'll just make sure that's still a Z rotation here. I'll aim at something like that. Same thing with this one. Okay, it looks like that joints off a little bit on the tip. Doesn't matter, should be fine. Let's get out of component mode, and I can select these two joints here. Let's grab this one and this one. I'll just see if they rotate. Now they rotate nicely, more or less. Okay, and the thumb, I have to go in and grab this thing and reload it because it isn't showing up here. I hit load driver and now the thumb is here. Grab this joint and this one, and I'll load driven, highlight them, and they are rotate Z. I'll key them. Take this thing, take the thumb all the way in to 10. And again, I haven't weighted this one, so something like that. Key it. And then I'll grab the wrist control and take the thumb -10. Take these two joints and I'll, again, maybe this is my hitchhiking position. Key it, and I'll just double check and see if it's working. -10 to 10. I find this one is kind of a tricky one to pull off because basically this one kind of waves like that. It doesn't really twist like this, although you could potentially do that. And so it does this behavior here, and it does a little bit of that, really. So I might make my own set-driven keys for each one of those. Or the other thing to do is to have some other kind of separate controller just for the thumb base. But probably I might have to fix the rotation on this too. So I'm just looking at this, blink, and I'll grab the local rotation axis. I'm just going to line it up so it's kind of on the same angle as this thing here. Okay, and I might break this into two set-driven keys. So there might be like a thumb swivel and thumb pivot or something like that, thumb bend, and so I'll just stop for a second here and just figure that out. If I go up here, component mode, object mode, grab this thing, and let's zero these things out. And if I go into the controller and I do a quick thumb edit, add attribute, thumb bend, thumb underscore, and what do I want to call this one? I don't really want to call it a swivel. I'll call it thumb rotate, something like that. I'm being indecisive. Okay, thumb base. Okay, and I'll hit OK. And so this one here, instead of maybe using the set-driven key on this just to control it, it might be just a little bit faster even just to go in and take this controller and zip into Windows Connection Editor. And I have all the custom attributes are showing up here at the bottom. So bend is probably going to be along the Z here. So I take the joint and I load it onto the right side, and I find the rotates right over here. And I take thumb bend and I hook that up to Z rotate. And then I take the thumb base, and the thumb base is going to be this Y rotation right here. So rotate Y. Just hold on a second. Did that move? That joint's off on over there. So is there a way to do that without doing the set-driven key? I thought I was being clever. Yeah, let's just put it in. For now, that'll do. And close it. And again, I can just check it and see if that works. Thumb bend. Oh yeah, set-driven key. If I had done the set-driven key, it wouldn't stop at 10 and -10. Oh god, I'm getting tired. It's the end here. Let's see. I'm not thinking fast enough. Actually, if I go in here and I take this just for the heck of it, I'll show you that you can edit the attribute. And so if I go down here to the thumb base, I'm going to turn off has minimum, has maximum, and do the same for this one and this one. So now when I do that same thing and I take the thumb, I can go beyond these values It looks like I might have to do a bit of weighting here. I might put some limits on them actually, so they don't rotate further than I want, but there we have it for now. And let's zero this out. And I'm going to say this is done for the this batch here, and I'll come back and I'll do some tweaking on this shortly.